Hello everyone, this is Azeeza Jalaludeen. I am right here in Chennai, India today, and it's so exciting to meet you on another call on Love Women series. This is, I can't remember the number already.
13.
6, what? 13, that's right. This is our 13th call and program series, and we are talking about right here, right now, because we are so present to what we are doing right now, and it's awesome to have with me my dearest sister, Alejendrah from Peru. She's now in New Zealand. So we're always all around the world, sister. Welcome to the call that we are so excited about.
Thank you, and hello everyone. And yes, today we are on session number 13. Live your life right here, right now, because it's happening right here, right now. That's right. And we're so thrilled to have our 13th episode. Today we're going to talk about being present and how important that is in your life, whether you are in doing business or not. Well, whether you think you are doing business or not, you're in the business of living your life. So you are in business. And whether you are an entrepreneur, CEO, CFO, etc., mother, father, caregiver, teacher, student, marketer, it doesn't matter. Your life is happening right here, right now, in the present moment. Right, Azeeza?
Yes, darling. So today's session, we are going to be touching on like right here, right now. And whoa. So as every one of you know, I'm a Singaporean, and right here, right now, I'm in India, Chennai, with all the traffic sounds, as you can hear it. It is so fun, and it's been an amazing 5 days in India where we have gone through at least 3 cities this time, and we are back in Chennai for our flight very soon to Singapore. So we're going to speak about right here, right now. So what the flow of today's session will be very much an understanding of being in the present. So let's discuss about being in the present. I mean, let's have a look at that.
Yes,
sister.
That's right. So one thing actually that most of the time, and actually for sure I can guarantee you this, that what actually takes you away from the present moment are either thoughts that you have relating to your past or thoughts relating to your future. So you're neither, there or there. You are all over the place. And the irony of that is that you can only be in one place, which is where? Right here, right now, right? There's no other reality. And whether you are remembering a painful episode of your past or you are worrying about your future, is not happening, is not real. And our minds do trick us in thinking that it's going to happen again or could happen again because it happened before. And remember that anytime that your mind is actually giving you those ideas, that's your ego. That's your ego mind telling you, oh, you better watch out because it happened before and it will happen again. The mind tells us that, the ego tells us that. When in reality, it doesn't have to. You always have a choice, moment by moment, to choose different again. Remember in previous episodes, we talked about how our choices determine our reality and how you are free. You have the free will to choose over and over again. It doesn't matter how many times you choose over and over. You have the free will to change your choices. And I was sharing earlier with Azeeza how it took me so many years to come to the realization that I did really deeply love the father of my children. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is just to illustrate how we keep ourselves so stuck in the past, and then how we move forward in the future, holding resentment, holding anger, wanting to punish somebody, not realizing that the ones that we are harming is ourselves. I realized that, I was just harming myself by continuing holding anger towards my kid's father for having come out of the closet and cheating on me with another man, which was the shock of my life, of course, but it was a life lesson, And it's an experience that really shook my grounds. It was like an earthquake when I discovered that. And I am so grateful to have had that experience. I mean, it's been many years since that. I mean, we have, you know, talk about it, clear it up, became good friends. He's still my very good friend. I love him to pieces. You know, he's my kid's father, and he will be a friend for the rest of my life. And one thing that I realized that I didn't do quite thoroughly was actually to recognize that I did love him. That from the depth of my heart, I was having this deep sense of loss, because I lost not just the husband, I lost my best friend, I lost my kid's father, I lost my companion, I lost the support, I lost a lot of things. Now, if you are going through a period in your life where you are thinking about getting divorced, or you have got divorced and you have not resolved issues with your ex-partner or soon to be ex-partner, I urge you to do your inner work, because that burden, that mental, that emotional burden, it will come and bite your ass over and over and over, debilitating you, making you take ill choices, you know, poor choices, and you don't deserve that. You deserve the best in life. Now, when I acknowledged that I did love that man, I realized also that I was not acknowledging that because I didn't want to be hurt. I didn't want to feel even more hurt than I was already feeling. So what I did was just stuffed up all those feelings, pushed them on the side. And you know, feelings are like a beach ball when you are, you know, at a pool or a beach, and then you are really doing your best just to keep that ball under the water, and you press down and you press down and you press down, and it just wants to come out. It is so debilitating. And the effect that that had in my life was a lot of distraction. I became a shopaholic. I just was distracting myself with whatever I could. And my source of distraction was buying things and getting things and just spending a lot of money. That was the way that I was distracting myself from that pain. And I mean, I don't know if you have actually have a similar experience or can relate to that, but it was not the right solution. Now, when I came to grabbing the bull by the horns, so to speak, you know, and said, okay, to myself, yes, I did love that man, and it really did hurt that he left me, and that marriage is over, and there's nothing there, and I got to move on. So when I got to that point, I also got to realize that even though it was a very painful experience, have you ever heard any quotes from Napoleon Hill and how he talks about a challenge in your life being the seed of an equivalent or a greater blessing? So that was that for me. Because even though I had this great loss in my life, it was a huge loss, you know, but despite of that, then I chose to see that as the seed of an equivalent or a greater blessing. And then what I realized is that even though in my mind I was perceiving that as a great loss, not realizing that through that journey I worked on myself really very diligently and worked on myself really hard, that I got to the point that I gained myself. So that was a blessing. And gaining myself, meaning knowing myself better, you know, really knowing myself at the deepest level. And not just that, but also to completely and totally love and accept myself without any hesitation, without any judgments. Yes, and it's just such a liberating feeling. I wish for all of people, you who is, you know, at the moment you feel that you don't have that freedom, that you don't have that self-love to that level, that you could come to that, because it's just so liberating. And I can tell you, if my time came up right now, that God said, okay, you know what, Alejendrah, your time's up and you have to come and be with me, I will be so willing to go, because I feel that I have done all that I could do and I am at peace. That's how I feel. And that kind of peace, I can tell you, I will not be able to buy with all the money in the world. It doesn't matter how much resources, how many things I buy. You know, there was a point in time in my life, and this is actually when I lived in Singapore, that I will not leave my house if I didn't have my Gucci gear. Okay? It was that bad. I had to have my Gucci glasses with my Gucci bag and my Gucci shoes, and of course a bunch of $100 bills in my wallet to go shopping somewhere and to go off, you know, to eat at a restaurant or whatever, you know. That was my life, you know. And I don't condemn it, I don't judge it. It's just, that's what it was. That was the best way that I thought that I could soothe those feelings that were making me feel so bad. I'm way over that. I'm way, way over that. Look, I don't even wear makeup now. Yeah, so that I hope that light. Yes, Azeeza?
And you still look so beautiful. I have it that, you know, when you're sharing about the divorce, I mean the divorce part of women, I feel that it's also for women or anyone who has gone through loss in their life in any shape, size, or form. I'm talking about even losing some people close to themselves, passing on. Like what happened to me with my dad. You know, I was guilty about his death. I mean, it's like, how clear is that in terms of, you know, when there is a loss and we think that it's all about us and we go through anger and frustration at others, and, you know, it kind of gets suppressed. And I feel that it's something that all of us at some point in time feeling a loss can relate to that, because that's the part of us that doesn't allow us to be more present in ourselves. I mean, with ourselves, with what we're going to be, you know, facing right here, right now. I mean, being in the moment, being with ourselves. And I can totally recognize with you when you talk about the peace and the clarity and the faith we hold in present about the future. And last few days has been amazing for me. I'm sure you saw some of my photos I sent to you, dear sister, and I'll very soon be uploading on Facebook, where we met some amazing women. This trip was a lot about meeting a lot of women. And I spoke at the International Women Chambers of, Women Chambers of Commerce and Industry, which is the world's only one from Australia. They have launched it in India. So I was blessed to be able to speak with them, and it was on globalization and what it takes for women to go global or people to go global. And there I really spoke a lot about alignment, the importance of being aligned with ourselves. And I recognize that in order for us to be aligned, we need to know where we are right here, right now, in terms of our present. Accepting our past as our experiences and our learning journey, and taking our future with a lot of clarity in terms of faith that this is what we want to achieve in our life. So I think that alignment had only happened at our very present. Even in our program, in the Business Makeover, we spoke a lot about that. And I think let's share a little bit of tips on being present. Maybe that would be very helpful, because people will be wondering, like, present. I mean, it's like, yeah, I understand. I mean, you know, I'm here. I understand I have to be here. I have to forget my past, or, you know, embrace my past. I know I have to have a goal or a vision, but how does it feel like to be in the moment? Maybe we can do an exercise on that.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And one of the simplest exercises that you can do to bring yourself to your present, and this is a very ancient technique, and I don't claim this to be our technique, because there are sages that have been teaching this for eons, okay, which is meditation. And one of the techniques that is used to bring yourself to the present moment is actually through your breathing. And the breath, just by focusing on your breathing, then you become in contact with your physicality. Because when your mind is taking you off either to the past or to the future, notice how you are disconnected from your body. And I just want you just to let's just do a very quick exercise, okay? So take a nice deep breath. Eyes open still, and breathe it out. And take another deep breath. Hold it in the top of your head. And as you breathe out, close your eyes and breathe it out, breathe it out, breathe it out. Now, I want you to go to the usual you, what you usually do. And I just want you to let your mind wander in the past. And I want you to bring about an event in the past that happened a year ago or a couple years ago. Any event from your past. And I want you to let your mind just take you on that little journey in your past, on that event. And I want you to become aware of the sensations, the thoughts, the feelings that that event brings, the people that you're seeing. Is there anybody there with you? Are you indoors or outdoors? What's happening? And I want you just to completely immerse in that reality. Even though it happened a year or so ago, whenever it happened in the past, it just feels so vivid and so real. And I just want you just to feel there and be there, and then just become present to your thoughts. What are you thinking there? Good, very good. Now, I want you to take a nice deep breath and just open your eyes, and just want you just to become aware. Okay, so when you're doing that, when you're in the past, are you aware of your physical body? I don't think so. And probably you've experienced that. So we're just doing a test here so then it can give you the difference, okay? We're going to do the same with the future, okay? I want you to take a deep breath again and close your eyes again, and just think of an event in the future that you really want to see happening. Perhaps it's a meeting with a friend. You want to go somewhere. You want to go to the beach, perhaps, and you want to have a great time. And perhaps you're going to have a picnic, and you're going to jump in your swimsuits when, you know, because it's summertime and the sun is shining. It's shining on you. The water is just so inviting. And perhaps you have a sip of lemonade, and it just feels so nice. You can even feel the breeze on your skin, and it's just nice. Now, again, take a nice deep breath and breathe it out and open your eyes. When you are in that future, are you aware of your physical body? No. That's right. Either whether you are in the past or you bring yourself to the future, okay, you're not aware of this physicality. Now, mind you, your physical body is an instrument that serves you to become aware of what's happening right here, right now. Okay, so now let's be very present, okay? And again, you can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. And I just want you to focus on your breathing, okay? And I want you to notice how the air feels when it passes through your nostrils and when it comes out through your nostrils, okay? And at the same time, I want you to become aware of the soothing effect of that action. All you care about right now is how focused you can become, how present you can be, and the incoming and the outgoing of that air going in through your nostrils and coming out through your nostrils very gently. And do just few more breaths, and then just become aware of your physicality. And perhaps you will notice something, which is actually that your senses actually sharpen a bit more. Perhaps just by paying attention to what's happening here right now, your attention has sharpened, and actually perhaps even the sound of my voice might become even a bit clearer than before, just because you are present. the effects of being present are tremendous, because you can think of that action as something that expands your senses. We have our 5 primary senses. We have our 6th sense, or our intuition. And that intuition becomes very sharp when you are what? Yes, present right here, right now. There's no other moment. So if you are someone who have been training yourself, studying, or wanting to sharpen your intuition, because the benefit of sharpening your intuitions is that you can actually become much more sharper in your mental processes as well. And then when you make decisions, you know that you have made the decision based on your intuition, which is your heart mind, not your critical mind. And the intuition is quite accurate. So there are great benefits about tapping into your intuition. So becoming aware and becoming present is one of those. So my tip for you is just focus on one thing at a time. Also, when you are engaging in an activity, and you can think of this as a form of meditation, like even when you're cooking, even when you are showering, instead of letting your mind just drift from, past to future, and then you're swinging away between these 2 times, when in reality there's only one time, which is the present moment, right? You will realize, and you will find out that you become actually way more effective, and the usage of your time will become way, 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 way more effective than ever before, just because of you being present. It makes a huge difference. So from now on, I invite you to be present even when you're just in the shower, okay? Feel the water running through your skin, through your hair. Just how does that feel? Use your senses to let you know how present you are, and really enjoy it. When you are meeting someone, really look at that person's eye, right? Really be present to that being that is in front of you, and honor that person by being present. Oh my gosh, Azeeza, doesn't it happen to you sometimes when you are in these networking events, and then you meet people and all they want is your bloody business card, and they're not even looking at you? That is the most annoying thing that I find. How can you make a real heart-to-heart connection with somebody when you are networking that way? Be present, right? What would you say, Azeeza?
I absolutely agree with you, because that's what's been happening in business connections, or even when we are with people, and they get on the phone.
Azeeza, you have to repeat that from the beginning, because the line is actually a bit choppy.
Yes, I think the line is getting a little bit tricky, and my battery I'm going to get off the call anytime.
Yeah.
So yes, absolutely, able to connect with people. That's where we feel like to get through with people. I think that is very important in business or any relationship communication. To me, it's been a learning experience with that, because in my school days, I had my friends telling me, I don't even feel you. There was those days when we work on ourselves and we become aware that, we are at work.
I think we lost you there, Azeeza. You hear me? Woohoo! Okay, I will just okay, what Azeeza was saying is that one of the keys here is actually to be very, very present, because people can sense you. So imagine that you are meeting new people, okay? And more so, imagine that you are meeting potential business partners or someone who can make a great connection for you. So if you're not present, you can miss that opportunity, and that opportunity can cost you thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, or even $1 million. So be present, practice that, being present. And I'm gonna make a pause right here. Azeeza. So I think that's it for today. We're very sorry for the technical glitch, but I really hope that you got the gist of this thing, which is being present. And if you have any more questions, you can write to Azeeza, to myself. We have our email addresses. She has her website. So just contact us and just, you know, keep us in the loop and let us know how we can best support you in moving forward, in loving yourself, loving your life, creating a life that you really, really want to live, and the life that you know you deserve to live. So I will sign off, and it's been great spending time with you, and we will see you on the next chapter, number 14, on next Tuesday. So I was sending you lots of love from Azeeza and myself, and I know that she's having a little bit of challenge with the internet connection, but you know that we're here to serve you, and we'll see you very, very soon. Big hug, big kiss, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.